Hey, pet parents, today we're diving into an important topic: how to tell if your pet is sick. You know, our furry friends can't exactly tell us when they're not feeling well, can they? Nope. They rely on us to read between the meows and the tail wags. Knowing the signs of illness in your pet can make all the difference. We're talking about early detection that can lead to simpler treatments, quicker recoveries, and maybe even saving your little buddy from a whole lot of discomfort. So consider this your crash course in pet detective work. We're going to equip you with the knowledge to spot those subtle cues your pet might be trying to tell you. Trust me, becoming fluent in your pet's language is the most important thing you can do as their guardian. Okay, let's talk about food. You know your pet's eating habits better than anyone, right? You know when they inhale their dinner and when they like to savor every bite. So alarm bells should be ringing if their relationship with food suddenly changes. Is your chow hound suddenly turning their nose up at their favorite treats? Or maybe your grazer is now acting like they haven't eaten in days. These shifts, my friends, are not to be ignored. They can be early indicators of a whole range of issues, from dental problems to stress, infections, even something more serious. The key here is to pay attention to the subtle shifts. Don't just look at whether they're eating or not, but how much and how often. Are they eating more slowly, leaving food behind they normally devour? These little details matter. Remember, every pet is an individual. A small change for one might be a huge red flag for another. When in doubt, always consult a vet. We all have our lazy days, right? But when your usually playful, energetic companion transforms into a furry couch potato, it's time to take notice. Lethargy, my friends, is more than just being tired. It's a lack of energy and enthusiasm that's unusual for your pet. If they're suddenly uninterested in their favorite games, walks, or even just getting head scratches, something's up. Now, I get it, a little laziness after a long day of playing can be totally normal, but if it persists for more than a day or two, or if it's accompanied by other changes like we talked about earlier, it's time to investigate. Lethargy can be a symptom of so many things, from simple infections to metabolic disorders to pain. And trust me, you don't want to let any of those things go unchecked. So how do you tell the difference between a tired pup and a lethargic one? Look for changes in their overall demeanor. Are they less excited to see you? Do they seem withdrawn or depressed? Those are signs to take seriously. Let's be real. Nobody likes to talk about vomit and diarrhea, but these messy little accidents can be crucial communication tools from our pets. The occasional upset stomach, it happens. Maybe they got into the trash or ate something that didn't agree with them. But if the vomiting or diarrhea is frequent, severe, or bloody, it's a big red flag. And here's where the detective work comes in. Take note of the frequency, consistency, and anything unusual about what's coming out. This information could be super helpful for your vet in figuring out what's going on. Is it a simple stomach bug, food intolerance, or something more serious like parasites or an obstruction? Don't try to diagnose this one yourselves, folks. Your vet can run tests to pinpoint the cause and get your furry friend back on track. In the meantime, make sure they're staying hydrated, especially if the diarrhea is persistent. Chapter 4. Coughing and sneezing more than just allergies. We all cough and sneeze from time to time, right? Our pets are no different. A little dust, a bit of pollen, it happens. But when the coughing or sneezing becomes persistent or changes in sound, it's time to pay attention. A harsh, hacking cough could be kennel cough or even heart disease. Sneezing accompanied by discharge from the eyes or nose might mean an upper respiratory infection. Pay attention to the sound of the cough and how often it's happening. Is it dry and unproductive? Is there any mucus or blood? These details are like puzzle pieces for your vet. And don't forget, stress can manifest physically too. If you've got a stressed out kitty, they might start over-grooming, leading to hairballs and, you guessed it, coughing. The bottom line is, if you're unsure, it's always better to err on the side of caution and get it checked out by a professional. Chapter 5. Drinking habits, the water bowl, detective water. It's the elixir of life, right? We all need it, including our furry companions. But just like with food, sudden changes in your pet's water intake can be a red flag. Increased thirst, can be a sign of a whole bunch of things, from diabetes to kidney disease to uterine infections. Yes, you heard that right. Even something like a uterine infection can show up as excessive thirst. On the flip side, if your pet is suddenly drinking less, it could be a sign of pain, stress, or even an obstruction. Remember, our furry friends can't exactly tell us what's wrong, so we have to be their advocates. Keep an eye on how often your pet visits the water bowl and how much they're drinking. If you notice anything unusual, like a sudden spike or decrease in their water consumption, don't hesitate to contact your vet. Early detection is key, folks. It can make all the difference in the world for your pet's health and well-being. Chapter 6, Weight Watchers. It's not just for humans. We all know that feeling when our jeans are a little snug, right? Well, weight fluctuations in our pets are a little different. They're not usually about indulging in too many treats, but rather, they can be a sign of something more serious. Sudden weight loss, even if their appetite seems normal, can be a red flag. Think about it. Would you want to lose weight for no reason? It could be a sign of diabetes, hypothyroidism, cancer, or even dental disease that makes eating painful. On the other hand, unexplained weight gain can also be a cause for concern. It could be a hormonal imbalance, fluid retention, or even just plain old overfeeding. Remember, those extra pounds can put stress on their joints and organs. Keep an eye on your pet's body condition. Can you feel their ribs easily? Is their waist defined, or are they starting to look a little round in the middle? Regular weigh-ins and keeping track of their body condition can help you catch any significant changes early on. Okay, let's face it, doggy breath is a thing. But when that bad breath becomes unbearable or is accompanied by excessive drooling, it's time to investigate. Persistent bad breath can be a sign of dental disease, which, believe it or not, can actually affect your pet's overall health. Those bacteria in their mouth can get into their bloodstream and cause problems in their heart, liver, and kidneys. Excessive drooling can be a symptom of dental disease, oral infections, or even something stuck in their mouth or throat. Imagine having a popcorn kernel stuck in your gums. You'd be drooling too. Take a peek inside your pet's mouth. Are their gums red or swollen? Do you see any broken teeth or discolored tartar buildup? These are all signs that it's time for a trip to the vet. Remember, good dental hygiene is about more than just fresh breath. It's an essential part of your pet's overall health and well-being. Chapter 8. Decoding the behavioral clues. Our pets communicate with us constantly, even when they're not meowing or barking. Changes in their behavior, even subtle ones, can be a sign that something's not quite right. Have you noticed your usually affectionate cat suddenly hiding all the time? Or maybe your playful pup is now acting withdrawn and grumpy. These shifts in behavior can be a sign of pain, fear, anxiety, or even cognitive decline. Cats are notorious for hiding when they're not feeling well. It's their way of protecting themselves. So if your usually social butterfly is suddenly MIA, don't just assume they're being aloof. Dogs, on the other hand, might become more clingy or needy when they're in pain or feeling under the weather. They might also show signs of aggression if they're uncomfortable. Pay attention to any changes in their sleep patterns, their interactions with you and other pets, and their overall demeanor. These can be valuable clues to help you understand what they're trying to tell you. Chapter 9, Skin Deep. It's not just a vanity issue. We all want our furry friends to have healthy, shiny coats, right? But skin and coat health is about more than just looks. It's a reflection of their overall health. Excessive scratching, licking, or biting at their skin can be a sign of allergies, parasites, infections, or even hormonal imbalances. Just like with humans, skin issues can be incredibly uncomfortable for pets. Look out for any redness, rashes, scabs, or bald patches on their skin. Pay attention to whether the issue is localized to one area or spread throughout their body. If you notice any changes in their skin or coat, don't just dismiss it as dry skin or allergies. It's always best to get it checked out by a professional to rule out any underlying medical conditions. Remember, early detection and treatment can make a world of difference in providing relief for your itchy and uncomfortable companion. Chapter 10. Limping and mobility issues, when movement becomes a struggle. Movement is essential for our pets' quality of life. So when they start showing signs of pain or difficulty moving, it's crucial to take action. Limping, stiffness, or reluctance to jump or climb can be a sign of an injury, arthritis, or even neurological problems. Imagine if you woke up every day with achy joints. You wouldn't be too keen on running around either. Pay attention to how your pet walks, runs, and plays. Do they favor one leg? Are they hesitant to go up or down stairs? These can be signs that something is wrong. If you notice any sudden changes in your pet's mobility, don't wait to see if it gets better on its own. Early diagnosis and treatment can help manage pain, slow down the progression of certain conditions, and improve your pet's overall quality of life. Remember, they depend on us to be their advocates and seek out the best possible care for them. Outro your pet's health, a labor of love. So there you have it, folks. 10 signs that your furry friend might be trying to tell you they're not feeling their best. Remember, if you notice any of these signs, it's always best to consult with your vet. Early detection is key when it comes to your pet's health. Don't wait until things get really bad before seeking professional help. A simple checkup could save you and your furry friend a lot of heartache down the road. Your pet's health is in your hands. By being observant, proactive, and informed, you can help them live their best, healthiest lives. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more pet care tips.